None of us really know. None of us really know.
I know.
No, I know. Perfect timing, Keith.
Keith, what's up?
Your favorite movie of all time, F9.
Oh, good.
How is there any other choice than Remember the Titans being number one?
I'm curious.
I'm spoiling mine, but
Well, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, that's a good, good
I'm
question,
not even
Brian.
done talking.
you shouldn't be talking at this point.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Apocaflix Now, coming to you from us, Apocaflix Movies. I'm your host tonight, Jacob Bartley, and I'm joined for now by Gio Ramos and Brian Avalosino. What's going on, guys? How's everything going? I'll start with you, Gio.
Pretty good. I'm second week in a row. I'm going to take this opportunity and Jacob, I'm sure you'll touch on it more, but pay my respects to the Green Ranger, Jason David Frank. We lost another childhood hero, and man, really sucks. Really, really tough time. And if anything, it just makes you want to reach out and tell people you love them and appreciate them, as you should be. Holiday season, so just wanted to say that.
Absolutely. I totally feel you. And ironically, out of the Apocaflix crew, the three that watched Power Rangers growing up were us three. Actually, Jake didn't really watch it, and Keith, it wasn't Keith's generation. So yeah, I was gonna bring it up as well. Jason David Frank, he's literally the face of Power Rangers. Like, when you think of Power Rangers, you think of him, even though he wasn't even there in the first half of season 1, which is like hella episodes, by the way. He comes in like halfway through and makes a major impact because he's the bad guy at first. And he's kind of being brainwashed in a way. You know what it always reminded me of? It always reminded me of the Winter Soldier a little bit. The way, and I always thought if they did a live action, if they did like a modern updated version of bringing the Green Ranger into a movie, like, it would kind of feel like the Winter Soldier, like the way the character is, but obviously much more fantastical and stuff. And then he's literally been like over 6 different Rangers on 6 different teams, mentoring the younger ones. And it's just very sad because he's, if you were to make like a top 10 of my like childhood heroes that I look up to, he's definitely on that list. And as was Kobe Bryant. And so it's hard. It's definitely difficult losing these kind of heroes. And I'm just upset that I didn't get to meet him because I've gone to Power Morphicon, and they're there. Like, I've only been once. He wasn't there the time I went. The Black Ranger was, the second Pink Ranger was, but he wasn't there. And now I'm like, okay, I'm going to the next one and I'm going to meet these other guys and girls because, you can go meet them at those conventions. So it's pretty cool. But yes, rest in peace, Jason David Frank. I'm going to miss you. You'll always be like a part of me. I have this. I already had the green Dragon Zord up there. Like,
that one.
I already had that up for a few months now. So that's crazy. Brian, no, it's a sad subject, but any words for Jason David Frank?
I mean, he was always my favorite too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you grew up Power Rangers, the White and the Green Ranger were the coolest
The white
Rangers.
one was so cool.
Those were the
the
coolest
White Tiger
ones.
Zord.
Yeah. If you didn't like those guys, kick rocks.
It's always the dragon flute.
Yeah. I had the White Tiger. In fact, I got to pick the name of my first ever sports little league team for soccer, and I picked the White Tigers. So
That's cool.
Yeah. So
that's really cool.
Heck yeah.
And that Power Rangers movie, he had the Falcon with the missiles. They come together, the wings come together. Oh, man.
Yeah. He was the coolest one.
Of course, he made that cameo in the most recent live action too. So that was nice, Man.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll be thinking about you, and you might be gone, but you'll never be forgotten for sure. No easy way to move on from that, guys. But we got some cool stuff to talk about today. Of course, we're going to do the movie watching challenge like we always do. We got a cool news topic to talk about. It is Tuesday News Day after all. And we are going to rank Marvel Phase 4. That includes all of the movies and all of the television shows. And no, we are not including I Am Groot. That one's not going to be.
Or the Guardian special because it's not out.
Yeah, exactly. But everything else that came out is definitely going to be talked about. So yeah, let's jump into it. Let's start here with the movie watching challenge.
Oh, my voice.
Your voice
out. Oh, that was too good.
Sound during the movie watching challenge. It kind of sounds the same. So last week, Gio was challenged to watch Dunkirk. I believe it's the only Christopher Nolan film you hadn't seen, right? Oh, and Tenet.
And Tenet, and technically that the very first movie he did, that small.
It wasn't Memento. He did one before Memento, right?
Yeah, he did.
It wasn't like a major studio film or wide release or anything.
No.
So yeah, I haven't seen that one either. But yes, you finally watched Dunkirk. So let's hear your thoughts, man. Oh, you're gonna have a video up for Dunkirk tomorrow morning. But just
correct.
Quick summary thoughts on the movie.
This is the longest movie watching challenge video I've shot. It's just over 10 minutes long. There's so much to talk about. There's so much to love with this movie. And, I regret not seeing it in theaters because of things like cinematography and that damn score from Hans Zimmer, man. I talk about that and some of the methods that he used. That's all I'll say. I wanted to go more and more.
Oh, yeah.
Check out the video.
Definitely. So keep an eye out for that. Well, that video will be up soon. But the other part of this movie watching challenge is somebody new gets challenged every week to watch a movie they haven't seen. And we use a wheel system. Gio has selected who he's challenging and what 4 movies. So, Gio, who are you choosing this week?
I'm going to keep it going, okay? It's Brian, somebody else. Brian, somebody else. Now, Brian.
Great.
You're up, buddy.
Fantastic. Well, here, let me put my wheel.
May I introduce the movies? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, first off, Steve Jobs. This is a regular one that I've been trying to challenge Brian to. Very performance-driven. Vacation 2015. Lighthearted levity. Raunchy comedy, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Val Kilmer, Robert Downey Jr., Christmas, and of course Nightcrawler, another regular movie that I've been trying to get Brian to watch. Very performance driven, and so those are his choices.
I don't know what so I'm leaving for San Diego tomorrow, and I won't be back till Saturday night. So I'm almost not wanting Nightcrawler because my attention will be all over the place and I'm not going to have as much time, but I still really want to watch Nightcrawler.
Well, you have until Tuesday.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Shall I spin the wheel?
Let's go.
Well, it's 100% going to be Nightcrawler. Oh, crap.
Okay, what does this mean? I forget.
Apocaflix now.
This means that it's the wild, so I get to pick now.
Nice.
You get to pick, or the chat gets to pick?
I get to pick.
Oh. Come on, go for Nightcrawler.
That's a lot of fun.
No. It's up to you, buddy.
We've been trying to get me to watch Nightcrawler for so long that I feel like picking anything but Nightcrawler is a slap in the face. Okay, so I'm gonna take Nightcrawler.
He's gonna take Nightcrawler, guys.
Nice.
I have to.
Nice.
I have to.
Yeah, I kind of wanted him to watch Steve Jobs, to be honest, because that Steve Jobs movie is so underrated, or it's not talked about enough. It's so good. But that's a great choice, Nightcrawler. I think it's Jake Gyllenhaal's best performance, and Jake Berlin, that's his favorite actor, so you got to watch.
I honestly have no idea
Nightcrawler.
what this movie is about. No clue. And I'm wondering if I should go into it that way.
Yeah, at this point, you might as well. To be honest, I was going to tell you what it's about, but I kind of want you to figure it out. Like, just watch it on your own.
And on that note, I think because Jacob and you and I went to go watch this movie, and
I remember.
the only thing that I remember going into the movie was that I don't even think it was a viral clip. It was a short clip of Jake Gyllenhaal, I think, kind of selling himself as a I don't want to give it as kind of a serious guy in the news business. I just remember that clip where he's sitting at the anchor desk and just like, whoa, what is up with Jake Gyllenhaal? That's the transformation. Like he lost weight.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and those freaking eyes, man, like staring into your soul.
Oh yeah, he's creepy in this movie, and yeah, it's not like someone in the chat, Andy mentioned. It's not about the X-Men Nightcrawler, no. Even though that'd be pretty cool.
I knew that. I knew as much as that. Okay,
and yeah, we were talking about the Fassbender Steve Jobs, the Fassbender and Kate Winslet. That freaking love that movie. Yes, so don't forget to check out Gio's full video on Dunkirk. I'm actually excited to watch that now because you seem very excited about the movie. And Brian will be watching Nightcrawler finally. I mean, Jake will be so happy that you're finally watching that movie.
I swear, we've been trying to get me to watch Nightcrawler and Birdman, I feel like, forever.
Yeah, to the point where I'm like, didn't you watch those already? Like, I keep thinking that you already watched them, but it's just because they keep getting challenged so many times. But they never.
And here's an interesting connection here. So Tony Gilroy, Nightcrawler, Andor, is this the final episode, right, this week?
Tonight.
So there you go. A little bit something more,
Perfect.
Oh, Andor's so amazing. I wonder what else this guy's done. Well, here you go. So
and that's a good point. Like, you could see how talented he is and the type of movie that he made with Nightcrawler and with the intensity of that movie. And then he uses that intensity in Andor. That last episode of Andor was amazing, by the way. I know I wasn't on the review, but
I can't wait for tonight.
That last episode was incredible. All right, guys. So yeah, we are gonna talk a little bit of a news piece here, and it's something pretty special. It's some Indiana Jones 5 news here. So there were some new images released and some details about the film. Basically, it's set in 1969 New York during the space race to the moon, and they're going to be de-aging Harrison Ford. So
for a little bit,
fight Nazis again.
The beginning of the movie, I think he's de-aged.
Yeah, so not for the whole movie. And Harrison himself had some words on this. He said, "I just thought it would be nice to see one where Indiana Jones was at the end of his journey. It became really important to me to figure out how to make this movie and about a hero at sunset." Mads Mikkelsen, who he's an amazing actor. He's going to play Voller, who is inspired partly by real-life Nazi-turned NASA engineer Werner von Braun. Werner von Braun. I knew to pronounce those W's with like V's, like in The Witch. And Mikkelsen also had some comments. He said he's a man who would like to correct some of the mistakes of the past. There is something that could make the world a much better place to live in. He would love to get his hands on it. Indiana Jones wants to get his hands on it as well. And so we have a story. And of course, it's also going to star Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who's going to be the Indy's granddaughter, Helena, who's described as a
granddaughter or goddaughter?
Goddaughter.
Oh, okay.
Goddaughter, yes. Granddaughter would make sense, though, for Indy's age. But yes, goddaughter, Helena. Gio, I know you're... And don't forget who's directing this movie. Who I think is the best working director today, James Mangold. So that's another plus. So Gio, I know you're very much looking forward to this movie. What do you thinking about this stuff, man?
So it makes sense that they were gonna do some type of de-aging for Harrison Ford. It looks like it would just be in the beginning, like it said. More of Harrison from Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm still a little bit curious about how they're gonna pull this all off. I mean, I don't want to do the ageism thing, but he is 80 years old, and while Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was, many things, one of the things that was pointed out was, Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones looking a little or starting to get a little old, trying to, still do it. So I'll be curious about that. I've already seen some of the behind the scenes, set photos and stuff, not behind the scenes, more like leaked, but, I think with James Mangold at the helm, I give it a pretty good shot that he's going to be able to pull it off. The granddaughter, sorry, it's not the grandniece, goddaughter. Sorry, goddaughter.
So not necessarily related to him, but close.
Yeah, we'll see. We know who she's playing, but we won't get a sense of her character until we get the trailer, which we all believe will be in front of Avatar: The Way of Water, right? I mean,
or
Disney,
Thursday.
Right? I don't think Thursday, because Thursday will be the that's when the Empire November issue will release. That's gonna give us more details of Indy 5, which that's not the official title, so hopefully we'll get an official title. But I think that cover, that issue, is gonna have a lot more details for us to get into. Will Marion Ravenwood make an appearance? I hope so. Karen Allen. Who knows? Maybe Shia LaBeouf shows up, makes an appearance, a cameo. Who knows? But it makes
curious
sense
what they're going to do with Shia LaBeouf's character. Like, they're just going to pretend he doesn't exist.
He'll be off on doing something else.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they'll probably mention him. I mean, how it would make sense. It would be weird not to mention him. And yeah, I thought the covers for Empire magazine looked pretty cool, especially that one where Indy is in New York City, and it's just a glowing cover. Really, really neat art. And I believe this is, as far as the movies go, this will be his second time in New York City. The first time was, from what I read and remember, it was like a brief time in Manhattan. But yeah, I'm starting to get a little more excited for it. 2024 is stacked, and I keep forgetting we're getting movies like Indiana Jones. It's gonna be insane, man.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's the first movie not directed by Steven Spielberg, of course, and obviously Steven Spielberg is amazing, but I think it's good to get some, a fresh set of eyes on this property and hopefully give us something different. Brian, you've seen all these details and everything. I know you're excited for the movie too. Any other thoughts about what we see here?
I mean, I love hearing about it. I got to be at Star Wars Celebration when they kind of did
announced it or whatever.
Stuff. Got to see James Mangold and Harrison Ford walk out live. Man, that was pretty cool.
What?
So jealous.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be really good. Like, I know there was a little bit of like hesitation kind of after Crystal Skull, but
exactly, yeah.
I think this movie is just I think that they literally are just gonna blow this movie out of the water. Like, I think I don't know. I just think it's gonna be so good. I think it's going to do kind of what Top Gun Maverick did, which is like put you back into like an old movie, like a classic old movie feel type thing. Like, Top Gun Maverick felt like it was taken right out of the 80s and dropped into now. I think this is going to do kind of that same feeling, like it's an old classic movie that is dropped into today's time period.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm very excited for it. I think it's going to be great.
No, that's a great point. I like that. And I think I think we need more of those. Obviously, it worked for Top Gun Maverick, and they had already been planning this movie, right? But seeing the success of Top Gun Maverick, hopefully it can carry over to this a little bit. And I think at the time when Crystal Skull came out, like people weren't like really that excited about it. I don't know. Maybe it was just the movie being disappointing, but like I don't remember much. But I didn't follow movies like I do today, so I don't remember much excitement around the movie when it came out. Did you, Gio?
Yeah. But it's tough. I get what you mean, Jacob, because it was like in between Iron Man and The Dark Knight, right? It's just like it was Memorial Day 2008, but the hype was real for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I remember, man, watching that teaser trailer for the first time on I think it was Attack of the Show on G4, back when G4 was alive the first time. And they showed Karen Allen and her coming back, and everyone was just like, "Oh my god!" during the interview, like, "You haven't aged at all." And I still believe that within the last 20 years, that teaser trailer for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, rewatch it. It'll get you excited, even though you know how Kingdom of the Crystal Skull turned out. But which, by the way, I don't think Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is terrible. There's definitely some bad things in it, but it's one of those movies that I don't know if you guys ever intend on rewatching it again, maybe before this fifth movie goes in theaters. But I don't know. It's entertaining.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad movie. It's just not as good as, even close to as good as the other ones. And it gets a little silly at some points. Can't deny that. But no, this one's in such good hands with James Mangold. Like,
I think that's the difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's James Mangold, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say that's the difference because all of them were Spielberg before. But like, I think that's what's giving a bigger set of confidence. Like, this man knows how to make movies.
And absolutely. And we don't even know, is it just called Indiana Jones 5?
For right now.
There's no official title.
When they'll probably announce it with the trailer, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they did the title card during their, Disney slate, they just had Indiana Jones on it.
Yeah, at Celebration, it just came up like Indiana Jones, and then 5 came up.
It might just be Indiana Jones, right? Because you had Raiders, you had subtitles for all of them, right? So they might just pull a Rocky, or Rocky Balboa, and or just do that.
I think somebody joked about it being called Indy. Just call it Indy. I don't know. That'd be kind of dumb, but I'd be cool. They probably have a subtitle, honestly.
Like, it has to be. I mean, that's every single one. It's Indiana Jones and the
Indiana blah, Jones, blah, blah. Dark of the Moon.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so I
just hope it's not Indiana Jones in the last.
Oh yeah, like something like that. Yeah.
It was last.
Mads Mikkelsen talks about there's something that they're looking for, right? So it's going to be whatever that is.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I don't even know. That sounds interesting. It's something that he said, can change the world, make the world a better place to live in, and they both want it. So why, if he's the villain, why? Like, because it sounds like something good, right?
Yeah. The thing, well, it's going to be an ambiguous thing that can be used for good or bad, and he is going to want to put it in his view, which it's going to be like a Thanos type thing, where in the sense of like Thanos was doing bad by killing billions of people, but he thought he was doing good.
What is that place called in Thor: Love and Thunder that they're trying to find?
Eternity.
Yeah, it's like that kind of, where like if Thor gets there, he can wish something good, right? But if Christian Bale gets there, he can wish all the gods.
It's going to be that logic,
something like that. And
they're looking for God's eye.
So. Indiana Jones and the Search for Eternity. There we go. That's it. Well, yeah. Let us know what you guys think. Are you excited for Indiana Jones 5 based on all this new information dropping? Can't wait to see that first trailer. Like I think they're gonna they're gonna reveal the title at the end of the trailer. I think that's like Avengers Endgame.
It'll do like it'll do Indiana Jones, and then like the bottom,
and then the title will appear at the bottom. Yeah. Can't wait for that. All right, so let's get into what everyone came here to do. And Marvel Phase 4, the MCU's Phase 4 has come to an end with Black Panther. Almost. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I mean, essentially it's over. We have the Guardians holiday special still, but those are, as far as like major high profile projects, they're not as looked at as the shows or the movies. They're still pretty fun. These specials, they did the Werewolf by Night one, which we are counting. So if the holiday special was out, we would count it, but it's not out. So basically Phase 4 is almost done.
We should have just waited to do this till next week because it comes out Friday, I think. Yeah, so
it's fine. Whatever. It's fine. So yes, we're going to rank all of the TV shows. So that's WandaVision, Werewolf by Night, Miss Marvel, Loki, What If, Season 1, She-Hulk, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, and Moon Knight. And then there's not as many movies as I thought, obviously, because they did a lot of the shows, right? Obviously, but we have, Black Widow, Eternals, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man No Way Home, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and Thor Love and Thunder. I believe that's it, right? There's 7.
There's 16. Well, that we're doing.
Yeah.
16 total.
Yeah, and 7 films.
Yeah.
So, yes, as you know, we've done these rankings plenty of times before. We have the S tier, which is the highest, and then after that it goes A, B, C, and D. So this is going to be interesting. I mean, I feel like I don't think we've ever done one with just 3 people. So I think it's going to be...
It will be interesting.
It's going to be interesting, like not having the other guys' votes here. But how do you guys think we should do it? Should we go by release order?
No, because it's not in order, and I ain't going to look through it.
Okay. So let's just go in the order that these are in?
Yeah,
basically.
Where?
Okay.
Let's just go there. We can move stuff around.
This is going to be...
So,
Geo. I already know how Geo's going to address all
Before we do
these.
that, do you guys want to give your quick thoughts on Phase 4 overall? Like, do you guys have any...
I enjoyed Phase 4. People need to chill the heck out. It's a rebuilding phase. Look at how many new characters you got in this. You ain't gonna get Avengers with this many new characters. So I enjoyed it. I especially enjoyed the television aspect of it. So
yeah, I mean, there's so many factors that went into this phase. It's the first phase, like without the whole OG team involved in the MCU. So there's no Cap, no Iron Man, no there's Black Widow, but after that movie, she's not in the universe anymore.
Yeah.
So it's that. And then you also had experimenting with Disney Plus. You also had the pandemic play a huge role in these movies. And as we saw recently, Bob Chapek was running Disney during a lot of this phase.
Yeah.
And then all that being considered, it's still solid. It might be like, it's not the best tier, probably not the second best phase, but I think overall they have some great movies in here, some great TV shows. Yes, there's some weaker stuff, but I feel like, Phase 1 had some weak stuff. Phase 2 had some weak stuff. Phase 3 was pretty solid. I can't think of one bad movie in Phase 3, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
Unless I'm missing something.
Captain Marvel was okay.
Guardians Volume 2.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So even their worst stuff, or their least,
you could say that about almost anything more. Like, I'm going to be putting things in the D tier, but I don't think that they're crap.
Well, exactly. So what's the grading scale? It's basically kind of what it is. Like, does D mean bad necessarily? It's just the least good.
In the case of Marvel, D.
Okay, so Marvel's for me, if you look at like a lot of universes, right? Like, you look at the Transformers universe, right? There's so many crappy movies in that universe. Or take your pick. You look at the Halloween franchise. Like 80% of the movies suck. So in this Phase 4, you maybe got like 2 projects that are like very disappointing, and the rest are like good and above.
Subjectively speaking, yes.
I think that's, to me, like, But there are like when movies come out, like there's a universal feeling about them, right? In like a global consensus in a way, like that. Like people consider like Transformers: The Last Night, like it's generally considered a bad movie, right? By most people. Like, is there any movie in here that is generally considered a bad movie? I don't think so, but they're disappointing though.
Bad, no. Bad in the sense of Marvel's put out. Sure. I mean, there are movies on here that I probably won't really ever watch again.
Yeah. And of course, it's all subjective to each individual viewer, obviously. Yeah. I just don't think. Yeah, there's some disappointment, but these aren't failures in my eyes. No. But that's just my opinion, and we're gonna get into it for sure as the individual projects come up. All right. So Brian, where do you want to start? You want to start in the back end or the front end there?
No, obviously we're starting at Black Widow and starting at the end. Okay, what do we feel? What do we think? Where are we placing? If we're looking at in the terms of Marvel, not in general of crap movie, I would probably put this C to D.
I'm gonna go C. I think this movie happened way too late, and you can blame whoever you want, whether it's the person who Kevin Feige did answer to until he didn't have to anymore before Bob Chapek. I forgot his name, but that was around the Iron Man 3 era. Ike something, but this movie no, somebody else. There was somebody else who Kevin Feige no longer had to answer to, and only straight to Bob Iger. I forget his name.
Is it Ike Perlmutter or whatever?
Yeah, I think you're right on. Right there. But yeah, I think this movie
he used to run like Marvel Comics and the TV division.
Yeah. Look, this movie gave us Florence Pugh as Yelena. Mm-hmm. She's awesome. I think Rachel Weisz and David Harbour are fun additions, and ScarJo finally got her movie, and unfortunately it was too late in my mind. It still turned out better than I thought, but whether it's the movie's fault or not, the wait got longer because of the pandemic, and it just, I remember too, because before the breakout really happened, there was like this trailer and it looked pretty awesome, and then next thing you know, delay. So that, played a factor. And, while the movie is, solid, I just, I don't see putting it over some of these in this Phase 4 tier ranking. So for me, it's C.
I mean, to be honest, things.
Oh, what, Brian?
I said we could always move things down or up.
Oh, that's true. No. My first instinct was C, honestly.
Okay, that's fine.
But it's because I love Black Widow, Yelena, and Red Guardian in this movie. They're so good. Mm-hmm. But then the villains.
That's what hurts me the most.
What's the guy's name who was in control of everything?
Ray Winstone or something. Well, that's the actor's name.
Oh my god,
I don't know, but
starts with an A.
Basically, he had a flying what?
Oh, the red room being up in space or up in
and nobody noticed it.
So there's that, and then he had
Dreykov. Thank you,
Dreykov. Yes, he had a scent on him that prevented Black Widows from attacking him. Are you kidding me? That is how.
I don't even care about any of that. Idea? I just hate how they used Taskmaster.
Well, there's that, and it's so that stuff really brings this movie down. So yeah, C's good for me.
Okay. Bloop. Hawkeye.
Interesting.
Shouldn't even be called Hawkeye. Should have just called it Kate Bishop.
Yeah, but she's going to be Hawkeye.
She is going to be the Hawkeye, though. So that's why.
I know, but
they are Hawkeyes.
There you go. That's what it should have been called, Hawkeyes.
I would probably put this at.
I'd go C.
Yeah, I think I'd do C also.
I also think C as well.
I would go above Black Widow.
I agree. Hey, Yelena, she's in both of these.
Oh, yeah.
Dang, she's getting... That's messed up now. If there was like a Yelena show, probably be better.
What do you think, Gio? Above or below Black Widow?
I put it above.
Okay, cool.
Because there's good things about this show. Okay, Kate Bishop and Yelena, they're always fun together whenever they're on screen. We did get the return of Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin before he got owned by Kate Bishop. And Echo. Echo is a solid character.
Cannot wait for her show. John Boo's Rogers the Musical would make me drop it down to a D.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Oh, I
think they were intentionally making it terrible, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think Hawkeye was just disappointing in the sense, like, I think it set up a lot of stuff, and then it never, like, came together.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's not bad in any way.
I think they rushed it. Like, the ending of the story is very rushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still like it. I still like it a lot, honestly.
Oh, boy. Newest entry into the world of the MCU.
Wow. That was quick. Wakanda Forever. Namor the movie.
Namor, yeah.
I'm definitely not going S, but
okay, so I was going between S and A.
I'm thinking A right now because it is one of the better in this phase. I'm thinking A.
I tend to lean more towards A.
But see, if we're talking about a Phase 4 tier, it feels like an S. Of course,
yeah, because honestly, there might only be 3 things for me that are 4 things that are an S for me in this phase. At best. And that includes in Wakanda Forever. Like, I mean, Gio, are you saying S?
I think I only have probably 4 things as S too.
Yeah. So I said A. Brian was in between S and A, and Gio, you're saying S.
I'm saying S based on Phase 4.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, and that's why if a movie ends up at D, it's based on the quality of Phase 4 overall, right?
Yeah.
I'm cool with S. Like,
okay,
if you guys were thinking S, and
you can always drop.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
All right, this one should be interesting. Doctor Strange.
I actually like this movie more than most, I think. There's things about it that I really, really enjoy. I just think they cut some stuff out of this movie, to be honest, and made it a little worse. But I enjoy it. What's the character's name that's with him the whole time? The girl?
America
Chavez.
Yeah, she was awesome. Like, I love her character so much, to be honest. She's great. And then I enjoy, like, okay, some people have a problem with the Illuminati stuff. I think I enjoy it. I think it's entertaining. Like, it's really entertaining. Maybe they shouldn't have, like, just wiped out certain characters, but I enjoy that. But still, that I'm thinking like B, to be honest.
I would say very low B, high C.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like it way better than Hawkeye and Black Widow, honestly.
Yes.
Like, I have like a high B.
Actually, to be honest, I would probably put on my list, I might put Hawkeye above it, but I'm not opposed to it being right by it.
Yeah. Gio, what are you thinking, man?
I mean, one of my biggest issues with Phase 4 is while the theatrical experience might have been fun, upon rewatching, it's not as strong as I thought it was upon further review.
When I said there are a couple movies in here that I wouldn't probably care to watch again, this would probably be one of them.
Like, I would watch on YouTube the a couple clips here and there, but it's one of those movies where they marketed Sam Raimi a lot, and you got some Sam Raimi, but not nearly as enough. And the smartest man alive, Reed Richards, and then he goes, Black Bull kid.
Hey, he was trying to de-escalate the situation
with one whisper in his mouth, and then what mouth? Which was a cool death, but man, you guys know how I feel about sacrificing your first appearance of the Fantastic Four and an X-Men character for making Wanda powerful, and it's like her kids are there and whatnot, but there's like, hello, Vision's alive, yes, he got a
makeover,
different makeover or something,
yeah.
but his memories are still intact. He's just trying to figure shit out. I'll go C, high C, but you know what? We can throw it in B for now. I don't know if it'll.
We can add some input because
we have another vote.
Hi, Keith.
Hey,
my good friend / roommate Demont Rick says Doctor Strange A tier. America Chavez opens up so much for the MCU. I mean, I like it. I got it in B.
You've got B. Geo, you said what?
We only got like a little bit of multiverse. Like
yeah, this movie got hyped up way more.
I thought we were going to different universes. Like,
yeah,
when they travel through all those
universes.
Like you thought they were going to stop at all those or something?
Yep. Geo, I agree with you. That was a cop out.
We're going to really do this. And no, they didn't.
Anyways, hello, Keith Barnes. What's up, man?
What's going on?
How you doing? Welcome to the party.
What are these?
Discussing
what are these
multiverse of
tiers?
madness.
What was S, A, B? What is this? What
oh my God, you don't even know how this works?
What is S?
Superior.
Okay.
It's a new thing that the kids do, Keith. I don't know.
Right. What? Okay.
So we're doing a consensus
like
tier ranking of Phase 4. So we're comparing it to other Phase 4 projects. Not
and we have to agree where to place the movie. And D doesn't necessarily mean terrible. It's just
compared to the Marvel standard.
Compared to the rest of the movies in projects in this phase, right? And then S doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, it's better than The Godfather or something. It just means it's relative to this phase. So Keith, do you have any problems with the movies that we placed so far?
Let me go full screen here. I can't really see them.
So we have Black Panther, Wakanda Forever in the S tier.
Okay.
And then we have Hawkeye and Black Widow in the C tier.
Well, I personally would have Hawkeye somewhere between A and B. If not higher than A, but probably wouldn't. I would have lower than B personally. But because I had it pretty high on my ranking for the overall ranking, which I guess have we revealed that yet, or are we doing that later?
No, that's the end.
Okay. Well then, but that's fine for now. Black Widow, yeah, same. That's probably about right.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah. Also, these aren't set in stone. We can
They're
gonna move them around later. Yeah.
Yes.
Based on where the other ones land. Yeah. So Multiverse of Madness, where would you put
Doctor Strange? Probably C. I actually just watched it Sunday, and I hadn't watched it since I saw it.
Interesting.
So I said
that
C.
It came out this year.
Yeah. I said C. Keith said C. Jacob, you said
B.
And Geo, you said
B.
Yeah.
B, B, C, C.
Okay, so then should we put low B and then it could drop?
Yeah, put it in the B. Yeah,
that's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
S for me.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
I'll go A.
Wow.
Solid A.
Jeez. Okay, I had B.
I also just rewatched this about a month ago. We rewatched all these episodes. This show's excellent. And I hinted at this with Jacob. It was something that we might talk about on our show, but I want to talk about best comic book movie / TV show performances. And Sebastian Stan is
amazing.
Beast on this show. Incredible performance through all 6 episodes or whatever it is. So, but no, I think it shows. Yeah, It's S for me.
Okay.
Wow.
Gio said A. Jacob, what are you saying?
Low B.
Oh,
honestly,
geez. I wouldn't put low B.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
okay.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I would put it probably. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have a B, but you guys have higher rankings.
And then I have B. So that
that
averages into what, about an A? I know, Gio. That's exactly why it puts
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wait, no,
buddy.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. You
and
have
then
an
Gio
S,
said A,
a B, and a B.
Oh, so then A, I think, right?
Yeah. So it'd probably be an
A for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
The introduction of Val, Sam Wilson's arc in there.
I just don't like the what are they called? The Flag Smashers.
Flag Smashers.
Yeah.
I did not care for them at all.
That was my biggest.
You know what? I'm not afraid to say this anymore. I do not like Sharon Carter as the broker. What is it? What is her
power
broker?
I do not like her as the power broker, to be honest. They should have kept her as like who she is in the Winter Soldier. Like I get all the stuff that happened to her, but I just don't buy her as the power broker.
When we get to Thunderbolts, we'll see what, because it's an odd turn for that character, especially considering her where she comes from and who her coming from Peggy Carter, for her to switch to this. It's odd. So I'm curious.
Like
to see
the
why.
reveal to me wasn't like, oh my goodness, like what? It wasn't like that. It was like, really?
That's because you're good at figuring it out.
Yeah.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Okay, I'll tell you guys what. I'm not saying this movie sucks, but I'm saying this is my most disappointing project in this whole phase because because how much I love Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And how great that movie is. And Taika Waititi was directing still.
Oh my God. And
then this is what they do to the movie. Like, and I know there's a lot of other factors that go into it, but it's just, and even at me, I don't put it in D, I put it in C, but still.
It's D for this alone.
I love the goat. I love the goat.
After the first time,
they overdid it.
Oh my God,
they overdid it.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, I would have it in C and behind Black Widow.
I'd be okay with that actually, but I wouldn't have it any higher than that though. But I think it's fine. I actually didn't mind the movie at all. I thought, but there was just some stuff that they did that I were directing. I wouldn't have done. It just made it a little too goofy,
silly.
They really had a chance to especially with Christian Bale's character. They did that thing that we talked about the other day, where like the character, he's another villain. He's right. Like he's not wrong. You watch the opening of that movie, you completely understand why he is the way he is. I mean, and then they just have him do a thing where, let's have him kidnap some kids and start to kill them.
Think this
now he's a villain. So
movie was one of the casualties of the studio getting involved.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but Mighty Thor.
I don't know if
Jane Foster is amazing in this movie.
Gio, they told him you can't go over 2 hours.
Well, I mean, okay.
His original cut was like mid 2 to 3.
Like without seeing the movie, they said keep it under 2 hours. Like what? That makes no sense.
What? You guys were a fan of that like 5 years ago. What are you talking about?
Not for this.
What are you talking about?
Not for Taika. Taika can do whatever the fuck he wants.
That's why I was like a little bit like, huh? Because like I felt like we got way too much Taika in this movie.
Probably.
Maybe. I just think
and too much of a good thing is sometimes a bad thing.
Sure. I think it felt like it needed some more things to flush out. I needed more gore. The guy literally never killed a god on screen except for the very first one.
That's it. He's Gore the God Butcher, and he butchered one god. Or he just stabbed one god in the neck.
Yeah.
It's like Multiverse of Madness. We went to one multiverse.
That was the other one, I think, that got in the way, too. Those two were... 2 were the worst movies of the whole
Oh, stop, guys. Don't be toxic, okay? Like when I was critical of Kevin Tsuchihara and Walter Hamada, it was like, no.
Oh, no, they're horrible too.
I'm speaking mostly to film Twitter, but
well, I think each movie has its own.
I'm having fun with this. I'm sorry.
Each movie has its own set of circumstances, right? So, like, I just think it's fair. We don't even know what 100% happened for sure, but we heard rumors. We heard rumors. So, and there's a reason why they made a big change at Disney.
This whole phase is tricky because obviously everything got screwed up because of COVID.
Wait,
like,
Brian, what was your vote?
I would have it either high C, low B. I enjoyed it, but I have the sense. I have the sense of humor of a 5-year-old though.
Yeah.
So
we have 2 D's, a C, and
like
a low
the goats
B.
were like part of my favorite thing, which most people hate, just because I mean,
it's low D, like after the settings symbol on the far right. So
okay, so wait, so
I think we should just put it in D for now and see how things shake out. I mean, we have 2 D's, a C, and then you're like low B, C. Because if we had 2 S's, we would put that movie in S, right?
Well, okay, wait. Jacob, what was yours?
C, but behind Black Widow.
And then Jacob or Gio, you had D. Keith, where are you with it?
C.
Okay, so then it would be like around here.
Okay, after
some
Black
of the
Widow,
VFX is cringe in that movie.
We'll put it there for now. She-Hulk.
A.
I'm stepping out of this one because I've only seen 3 episodes.
That's fair. I would put it in B, but
my problem for me, I don't like rating this one because sitcom is just not my thing. I've never watched.
So you didn't really like it.
Yeah, but I can recognize that it was good, but it wasn't for. It's like, what movie did you guys just make me watch? And I recognize.
The Last Action Hero.
Yeah, like no. It was something else before that. I don't know.
But you did say that about that too.
Predator?
Oh no. The Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad. I was wrong.
That's right.
It's
not your taste, but you recognize
it's a great movie. It's just not my thing. Like, and same with I've never watched shows like Seinfeld, Modern Family, The Office, Friends. I don't think those are funny. I think they're not funny at all. And this is kind of in that vein. So but I can still appreciate the things she did, like Daredevil showing up or her humor and stuff like that. So I don't want to say D because I don't like sitcoms and ruin it where it's ranked. I wouldn't put it at a D also.
Well, you should just give your honest feeling about it, to be honest. Like if you were doing this on your own, where would you put it?
It would be probably in the C. I personally like Hawkeye better than She-Hulk, but I don't like it better than.
From what I've seen,
I do like it better than Black Widow.
Did I miss Hawkeye? I didn't.
Yeah, Hawkeye's on there.
C. First one.
Hawkeye's the first C on our list.
Okay, I didn't.
Well, we did those right before you got on.
Why? Where would you put Hawkeye?
For my total rankings, I have Hawkeye at number 2.
Damn.
So we got to move it up.
So I wouldn't put it lower than A personally.
What did we have? Where did we put it?
That is C.
I think we all had C, right? Or Brian had a B?
I think I had a B, so it'd probably move up to a B.
So it would go up to B. Would it go?
Yeah.
I would put it above.
Yeah, if Keith feels that strongly about it, yeah. Okay, so then this kind of gives us better context of where She-Hulk can go. We got an A, B, and a C, so B would be the average.
For an A, a B. Okay, wait. Okay, so
Yeah, because the lone C wouldn't put it on a C. It would be on
okay.
a
So
B.
where were we putting it in B then? I would put it above. For me, I like it.
I say we put it in the middle.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
So I don't think it's better than Hawkeye, but obviously, but
yeah, no, that's fine.
And if Keith's saying that, and he's the She-Hulk guy,
exactly, yeah.
And I love
no,
it.
that
Too.
works.
That's
Can't get over that.
I loved it.
Can't get over that ugly ass haircut from Hulk's son. What kind of barber you have, dude?
He's from another planet.
It's Stan
Sakaar,
Lee.
man.
Stan Lee's the barber on Sakaar.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Sorry, Stan.
We're gonna have some fighting on this one, maybe. Shang-Chi.
S. Wow, no fighting.
Okay. Above or below Wakanda?
Above.
I think above.
I have it above.
Above.
All right, that was easy.
Yeah. Hey.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
We agreed.
Yes.
Oh, just real quick.
I have no problem saying Shang-Chi's my number one.
It's my number 2, but
It's your number one MCU movie?
Yeah, of this phase.
Phase 4.
Oh, okay.
It's my number
It's
one
incredible.
of the movies. It's my number one.
Yeah, it's incredible. Gio, remember you talking about rewatchability? That movie is rewatchable.
That movie I can Dustin Crenton, I think, did a great job, and now he's doing Kang Dynasty.
It is very much one of the most rewatchable ones, and it's gorgeous to watch too.
It is like the colors and everything.
Yes.
And the fight / dance between
the choreography of the
Wenwu and God, what's her name? Shang-Chi's mother.
Yeah, the one in the forest or whatever. That's
the
beautiful.
Forest.
So good.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch it tonight. Now that we're talking about it.
It's great. Moon Knight. I put it in the A.
D.
Oh no!
I think it's the worst show.
Oh my god!
I still don't know what happened.
That's my only issue. Is like I don't know what happened.
Can you explain to me what happened?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, he's crazy.
It's really good, but there's so many.
It's not even bad. Like it's just I don't know.
There's so many scenes that like all the stuff where he would just black out and they would cut to the aftermath of it. Like I want to see all that stuff.
They showed it all in the last episode.
Yeah, but they jammed it all in. Even and the last episode. Like what was any of this real? I don't even know what was real, who's not real, who's in that hospital.
I never saw the last episode, so.
Oh my god!
Something about the hippo, like just.
Gio, you've had 6 months to watch this. Come on, what are you doing?
So based on that, I gotta remove myself from this one.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
there's one more I gotta.
But that doesn't mean it's gonna be in D just because I vote for D.
Okay, wait. I'm A. You said D. What are you saying, Keith?
Well, I'm not going A. I wouldn't go. I'll say C just because I found it. I thought it was really good, but it just
son of a bitch. That means that's gonna drag it like.
I'd say
like
so. It's like high C.
It's like here.
I'm okay with Where do I?
I mean, you could.
I'm A. D is I guess it would be kind of.
Yeah, I would put it at the front of C.
God,
the front of C. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
Well, I know you love Moon Knight, Brian, but
that's good. It just
were you fully satisfied with the show?
No, but not to the point of saying it's a D.
Yeah. Well,
I wanted more humor because Moon Knight's batshit in the comics. So
I just think in the context of this phase, it's a D, but that's all.
You guys are nuts.
Keith, what were you saying? My bad. I cut you off.
No, I was going to say exactly just that. I think just compared to the other, especially the other shows. But I think it's very good. I really do. It's just there was a lot of stuff I wish I could have, and especially I wish it would have tied in more. Well, we'll get to it, but there's more stuff I wish it would have tied in.
Oh boy, this one's gonna be
Eternals.
Eternals.
I have it as a B.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like Eternals a lot. It's very rewatchable to me.
Oh, I thought this was you said this or Shang-Chi was your favorite of the movies?
No, Shang-Chi's my favorite.
Oh, I thought you said this. Okay.
No. I would B or A this movie. I said B because I figured you guys aren't going to go high.
What? No, if you think it's an A, you should don't.
I don't know. I would go high B, low A, maybe. Either.
I go low A.
Okay. Okay, I'd go with either.
I would go B.
Mm.
But I would put it above Multiverse of Madness.
Ooh.
Oh, I put it at the very, very top of B if it's on B.
Oh, yeah. There's no way it's low on B.
Wait, so Brian,
we
all gave it a B so far, other than Keith?
I will say A minus. If Gio, you're going like A.
Well, I go A minus as well. That's my.
I would go.
But if it's on, yeah.
Look, be honest here. It's last in my rankings.
The very last.
Yeah, it's all the way at the bottom.
Oh my God. Keith, I wish you wouldn't have shown up.
Although I wouldn't. Shut up. It's fine. Well, actually, now that I say that, I probably would swap it because actually, I don't. We'll get to the rankings later. But
you think Eternals is worse than Thor?
That's what I was. That's why I said
I was gonna say.
I'll swap it with Thor. Actually, I'll have it 15 instead of 16. But I don't dislike it, but I just don't really like it very much. If that makes sense. Like I don't know. I see everything like we said about Doctor Strange. Like it should have been more multiverse. I thought Eternals was going to be way more cosmic space, crazy space stuff than what we got. It's all set on Earth, all over just different parts of Earth. These big. It looks amazing. It's an incredible looking movie. And performances are all very good. But I just didn't. I don't know. I hate this. It's a D for me, I think.
Don't be afraid to state your opinion. That's what I do with Moon Knight.
All right, so we got 2 low A's, a D, and
a
Jacob,
B.
And a B. So
I would have it at the top of B.
What?
Yeah, Brian. I think the D brings it down.
I would
at least
sure.
the tier.
So then, where is it sitting? It's sitting probably.
I put it above Hawkeye.
Above
What?
Hawkeye.
But
Did you watch all of Hawkeye?
I did, and I saw Kate Bishop whoop Kingpin's ass from.
Oh, I know
Netflix.
you didn't like that. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Like, what the hell?
She used tech to do it.
Okay, here's the easiest way to do.
He got hit by a car.
Is it better than Multiverse of Madness? Yes.
Yes.
Is it better than?
Okay.
Than what I've seen in She-Hulk? Yeah.
Okay. Keith, you're out of this part.
Really?
Okay. Is it better than She-Hulk?
I would put it above She-Hulk.
I would too.
Behind Hawkeye.
Oh.
What do you think, Gio? More than here?
I put it above Hawkeye, but that's just me.
I think the D has to be accounted for. Like,
I would say probably
it's so much closer to A now. Like when we have a B and a D.
Just because I wasn't here for the Hawkeye video.
Yeah,
really quick.
I mean, based on the consensus ranking, yeah.
Gio,
damn it, what
did you aside from the Kingpin thing? What did you think of the show Hawkeye overall? Did you think it was?
I thought Hawkeye was, regardless if Kate Bishop becomes Hawkeye, it's like, okay, you give a Hawkeye show starring Jeremy Renner. It felt like he was second fiddle, sometimes third fiddle in his own show.
Gio thinks the show should have been called Kate Bishop.
The one moment Hawkeye has above everything is when he's staring at the memorial and he turns off his ear and he's complete silent and he's having a moment with Natasha Romanoff. And that was just like, that right there felt like, okay, I feel like I'm watching a Hawkeye show. But a lot of it is just Kate Bishop and, all that, the tracksuit guys and
Tracksuit Mafia.
Tracksuit.
Oh my gosh.
Mafia.
That was hilarious.
The Rona stuff was okay. That was again another moment of Hawkeye, but it's just, I don't know. It's just
Keith. You think your fatherhood plays into why you liked Hawkeye so much? There's a lot of family stuff in there.
There is. That might be part of it. Well, I told you guys I got the book I've recommended so many times is Hawkeye, My Life as a Weapon. So
That's
much of that,
right.
So much of that is in this show, and it's spot on. I mean, even
that's why you like it so much,
right?
Because they adapted that comic well.
The Tracksuit Mafia straight, they're exactly like that in the comics.
And they say bro in the comics too, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was great.
That's a good. I mean, that explains your love for it for sure.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
So like this for now.
Fine.
It's above. Hawkeye's above it.
Hawkeye's above it. They're but it's above She-Hulk, so you got to win one, lose one.
Thank you, John.
John's on it with their preconceived notions, man.
It's true.
Not wrong. Werewolf by Night.
Oh, this is so good. This is really, really good.
I'm low S, high A.
Ooh.
I thought this.
No, it's amazing
for coming out of nowhere like this. It was freaking phenomenal. I think I'd probably rewatch this more than anything else in this phase.
I wish Blade would have been in it. Blade should have been
in it. I have an A. I mean, I'm kind of with you, Brian. I would not go S, but I'm A above Falcon and Winter Soldier for me, to be honest.
Geo,
because this Werewolf by Night was amazing. There's nothing wrong with it.
As far as Phase 4 goes, we didn't get enough. This is S tier.
Wow.
Keith,
I mean, expectations weren't very high. So, and Michael Giacchino first time.
That's the amazing thing. That's incredible.
The gore.
Composer directed this movie.
Ted.
Well, movie. It's a movie. I'll say A. But I have no problem. If you guys want to put it in S, I would have no problem with that. But yeah.
So I'll say S. Jacob, you said A. Yeah. A. Do we want to put it low S and then it can drop?
Either way, it's in the same spot. It's going to be right above Falcon and Winter Soldier.
See, I don't think. Yeah, right. That's
fine. Miss Marvel.
A.
I think it's at the very lowest an A.
A, yeah.
I think it's the second best show.
I think so too.
Down.
I have to back out of this one because I
have you not watched it?
You haven't watched any of it?
Oh my god!
Oh, Gio,
I've seen half of the first episode.
Oh wow! Okay.
And the part where,
damn, Gio,
like a mutation.
Oh, you saw that? Okay.
Oh yeah, I made Gio watch that at
the show
when I was at his house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we showed him that. I was there.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't mind putting this in the S, but like I understand where you guys are at on it.
I mean, I think S has
to
be like special to me, and like this show's amazing, but
it really is.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess an A. Yeah,
I would put A top of the A.
Darn it.
What if? I would put it as a D. I almost didn't.
Really?
Didn't even finish watching it.
Brian, what do you mean?
What?
I was so bored by it. I was so bored by it.
You didn't like any of the episodes?
The last two.
I actually loved
the Ultron ones.
I could not. I was so excited every time a new episode came out. Honestly,
yeah, man. That Doctor Strange. You didn't like that Doctor Strange one?
I don't
Doctor Strange one.
I don't even know which one you're talking
about. So good.
The one where he kept trying to
save
Christine Palmer.
Yeah. It was okay.
And then the one with T'Challa and Yondu.
Yeah, man, that was so good.
I'm sorry. Yeah, T'Challa, Star-Lord.
Like,
man,
I personally, I think it's better than Hawkeye, to be honest.
Whoa! No,
I would put it B, high B. But that's just my vote. So Brian has a D, high B.
I would just say B, anywhere below Hawkeye. Oh, wait. No, you know what? I don't think it's better than She-Hulk, actually.
Gio, did you watch the whole thing?
But it is better than Eternals. That's the thing.
Yes, I did.
Now we got to check. We'll be like, Gio, did you see the last 15 minutes of Spider-Man No Way Home?
No, what happened?
Yeah.
What
Well,
if
you definitely don't need to watch the post-credit scene. Definitely not.
Oh, that pissed me. Okay, we'll get to that.
what if?
Oh wait, sorry. I'm thinking of the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness one. Never mind.
It's high B, but you got to put Hawkeye in low A.
Well, all right. So Brian has it as a D though. So I
I'm
think
okay
it
with
could
that.
go like above Moon Knight.
Above Moon Knight.
Or after Moon Knight.
See, I'm thinking about Hawkeye more now. And
Brian, you said high B for what if?
No, I said D for
Who
what
said
if.
D? I'm sorry. Who said high B for what if? Did somebody
I
say?
did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said Brian said that. Oh, Brian, yeah, you suck. Yeah, you said
So
D.
then do you want to do this?
Yes.
Or this?
who in the chat
Yeah.
binge watched
binged
Hawkeye?
Okay.
Somebody in the chat said they binged Hawkeye and they changed it for them.
Oh, like they watched it all as one thing?
Yeah, all 6 episodes
You know,
together.
I've done that with almost
hold
all
on.
I'm
the
wondering
shows,
if we
and
should
it
do
makes a
that
big
with all the
difference.
shows.
Are you
It makes a
two?
big difference.
Wait,
No,
are all of you B's for what if?
Gio didn't
I
say
think I'm
yet.
gonna. Fuck, I think I'm gonna have to revisit Hawkeye. God damn it.
Gio, where are you with what if? That's what we need to know.
Hmm.
Because that might change things.
Wait, where is What If right now?
It's right now it's either here or here.
Oh, I have it as a high B.
Okay, so then it's there. Because you guys all have it as B's. And I have it as D. Wait, Jacob, you're high B too?
Yeah.
You're high B. Keith, where are you in the B's?
I just said B as long as it was below Hawkeye.
Okay, so then here between you guys, is it better than Multiverse Madness?
Yes. I think so.
Jacob?
They're like pretty close.
Gio?
No, I don't think so.
Wait, what was the question?
Is this which is better?
Oh, What If?
Well, then I think it would go even here.
I'm fine with that. Because
I mean,
the Doctor Strange episode is better than Multiverse
The
of
movie?
Madness.
Yeah, agreed. I completely agree.
that's a good point.
Loki.
S.
Really?
Absolutely.
I'd put it like at a B.
I've watched Loki all the way through 3 times.
Oh my god.
I mean, it does have Gugu and Bathara in there, so.
I'm gonna go high A.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
I'm gonna go low S.
Damn. Okay. Whew. I have it in A, but behind Miss Marvel. That's where I have it.
Okay.
But your S's are going to obviously.
You have 2 S's, an A, and a B, so that pulls it into the A's.
I think it'd have to go top of A because the 2 S's at least.
No, I mean because
And
it
could be an S also.
So,
I mean, you have 2, 1, and 1.
How many S's did Werewolf by Night have?
Yeah.
It was 2 S's and 2 A's.
Okay.
We
So
get
basically the same
He
thing.
Who Remains.
So right there?
Yeah, I think because to me, I mean, obviously, to me it's not S, but I think it's
Wait, so none of these movies are in the D?
Well, we can move stuff around still.
Okay.
WandaVision. S. I still think it's the best Disney Plus show.
Who had the better jump scare? Dead Vision or Miss Minutes?
Fucking Miss Minutes.
Hey, y'all.
Tara Strong. The great Tara Strong.
I'm thinking we should move Thor and Black Widow to D, not because
we're not doing that right now. Where are we putting WandaVision?
S.
I mean, I think it's the best show.
Okay, so
And
3
I
S's.
say S.
So
I mean,
Keith.
I have it above Wakanda Forever in my personal rankings.
Keith, where do you put WandaVision?
Oh,
Probably A. I have it at A.
The 3 S's and an A. So then,
Okay, so I don't have it above Shang-Chi though.
no, it should go. I think it should go right above Werewolf by Night based on all our rankings.
Probably, yeah.
Demar,
We got
I don't know if
3
it's
S's.
the same Wanda. I mean,
Yeah, Damon, I would disagree with that.
it's not the same. I mean, maybe the tail end because
by the end, yeah.
Yeah, because it's all Darkhold Wanda and Multiverse of
Wanda
Madness.
S. Well, I mean, they're different different property. Like,
Which I would bow to her, and yeah, I'll be your executioner.
Our very last one, Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Come on, Jacob.
This is my number one.
This
is my number one. It's S. It's in my top 5 comic book movies of all time. So,
Jacob, do you see the 7-pack Funko that they dropped for this today?
No,
it's all 5 of it, or it's 8 of them. It's all 5 of the bad guys and the 3 original Spider-Man, or the 3 Spider-Man.
No way! Yeah. I need that.
that's cool.
Oh my! Wow.
It's my number 2. So
it's number 5 for me. It's number 2. It's my number 2 of the movies.
Where would you put it, Keith? S or A?
But I would put it at A. Oh. Hold on. Let me go back to this meeting. Let me look at this real quick. Hold on.
Gio, where did you say? S or A?
I'm going A.
Oh.
So 2 S's and 2 A's.
I would have it at A, but I would have it behind all the shows.
Oh my god.
Well, look.
What?
Loki and Werewolf by Night both have 2 S's and 2 A's. So does Spider-Man No Way Home. But Spider-Man No Way Home is my number 1 overall.
And that's my number 2.
I don't know where I have it ranked. It's just... see.
With them, Jacob, it wouldn't be higher than WandaVision, probably.
No, it shouldn't be. I think it should be above Werewolf by Night, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And we might have to move Werewolf down.
Yeah.
And put Loki up there.
But that means we might have to drop Hawkeye again.
No, you don't. You need to move Loki up.
No, Loki is not better than Werewolf by Night.
It is.
No, hang on.
You're wrong, Brian. You are wrong.
I think Loki is better than Werewolf by Night.
Okay. Yes. Do you think Loki is better than Werewolf by Night? Okay, cool.
No.
So we're at a standstill.
So
let's talk about this. We have 12 minutes. Let's talk about this.
I have Werewolf by Night as number 5. Where do you have it?
I have Loki at number 1. Loki's my number 1.
You said Hawkeye was your number 1.
No, I said Hawkeye was 2.
Falcon Winter Soldier was your number 1.
No, that's 3.
Damn it.
Those are 1, 2, 3. Loki 1, Hawkeye 2, Falcon Winter Soldier 3. Here's the thing: all the shows are, I think, good to excellent. So it was hard to. That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like rankings. But because I think all the shows are very good, and also Werewolf by Night, which is basically a short movie.
See, here's the thing for me. Given where the Loki character was before the show, I wasn't really excited. I don't think there wasn't as much hype for the Loki show. We were all curious.
I think there was.
Oh, okay. So maybe for me, see, I'm doing that thing where what my opinion is,
I think it was coming post pandemic. I think people were just excited about that.
Yeah. I mean, the hunger for content, and but for me, it's okay. I've seen Loki killed so many times in the MCU.
Okay, fine. Now he's a good guy.
But I think about that whole 15 minutes between Mobius and Loki, where they're going through all of Loki in the MCU and how Loki gradually changes his, just him as a person, and when he sees Frigga,
when he sees all the stuff that happens to him,
the stuff that happens to him, Thanos and whatnot, and then Sylvie, the introduction of her, and then the Loki variants, of course the TVA, Miss Minutes, Goo Goo.
Dude, when they at the end when they come back and they don't know who he is, really,
yeah, and it leaves you on a cliffhanger.
It's like a Planet of the Apes type ending.
I'm telling you, man. So is.
I mean, I enjoy it a lot. I mean, I love it.
Yeah, I have it on my Phase 4 rankings. I have it number 2.
Oh, well, you should have said that. Then well, I have it.
Can you guys? I mean, come on now.
I have Loki at like number 9.
Honestly, Brian,
so Werewolf by Night over
I'm
Loki.
going to come to your house and yell at you. Right now.
I have 9 out of 16 isn't horrible.
God, what are you doing? No, but you know what? All the shows, though, I'm just playing. But I almost did. I almost put all the shows ahead of the movies. To be honest, I think all the shows are great.
All the shows are great.
Yeah, I think they're all really good.
Well, I mean, Shang-Chi got something to say about that. But.
Well, yeah, right.
Shang-Chi is its own class.
In fact, well, when we do the rankings, you'll see. But for the most part, I got almost all the movies are like the top half of it.
I almost feel like it should just be like this. Hold on. Why is this not going?
What do you no? No.
Wait, what happened?
If you're gonna do that, then put because I don't think
you just want this.
Hawkeye should be an S. To be honest.
What did we say last time, Brian? It's not aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, I know. That is.
Well, I don't think What If is. Well, we're not there yet. Never mind. Spider-Man.
I'm actually. I mean, other than flipping Loki with Werewolf, that's pretty solid right there. So what? I mean, I Hawkeye A tier, B tier. Who cares?
This is a weird because I think What If is better than Eternals, but I don't think it's better than Chief.
But then again, Keith, it's a consensus ranking, so it's placed based on how all of us factor into it. Like,
no, this is what I want, and I want
what you want. Okay, all right. Well,
hey, apparently this is Keith's first tier ranking.
It is.
Oh,
okay. How about this? Out of curiosity, everyone in the chat, what would you put higher, Werewolf or Loki? Literally, just put which one you think is better.
Yeah, where's the poll? Werewolf or Loki?
What?
I just want to see what people say
between those two.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, look, see, Loki. It's Loki all the way.
Interesting.
Oh,
Loki, Werewolf up 1-1.
Yeah,
Andy.
Yeah, Andy's in Australia.
Oh, whoa! 3-3.
Rachel,
where's Gordon at? Oh,
okay. The thing for me is
Loki and Loki.
Damn it!
Werewolf by Night for beginning to end.
Thank you, Karen.
Incredible.
It's very, very good. Yeah, I agree.
I can't say one bad thing about Werewolf by Night. I have some problems with the Loki show, to be honest. I love it, but I have some problems with it. Like, there's an episode in the middle where nothing happens.
I know what you're talking about.
And I'm like, what? And that's part of the binging thing, right? Because I had to go a whole week and wait and be disappointed with that episode for a whole week.
Okay, but have you watched it since?
But
yeah, I rewatched it.
But have you binged?
I mean, I still think that episode is the weakest one, but every season has a weak episode, right? Like,
sure,
every show. But also that doesn't mean that it has to be above Werewolf or behind Werewolf, because the great stuff in Loki could be better.
That is true. Every show has a weak point. I'm thinking about Ralph Boner and WandaVision.
Thank you.
Yes.
And
how it was,
if Werewolf by Night was 10 episodes, you would find something. That's find something too.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
I mean, that's because they had no filler
in the other room.
They had no filler, so yeah, you can hear me on the from my room.
All right, so make a decision. We're literally fighting between these two.
How did that even come up?
I don't know. No. We weren't even fighting about it. Brian just wanted to see what was.
All right.
Then I'll put it back.
I love you, Keith, but Hawkeye is average.
Well, Hawkeye is average. You don't love me.
Yeah.
I will say this after
here, right?
After this conversation, I am gonna revisit and binge Hawkeye again.
I think you should.
I mean, I don't mind seeing more of Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop.
Actually, like this.
I do need to rewatch Moon Knight too.
Brian, I'm glad we moved Love and Thunder to D. I mean,
yeah.
I think that's where it belongs, unfortunately.
That was disappointing.
Mighty Jane almost saved the movie. Or Mighty Thor almost saved the movie.
Thor. Or Jane Thor.
Yeah.
You know what's crappy? I mean, I don't think this is going to happen, but I mean, there's a chance that could be Chris Hemsworth's last appearance as Thor. There's a chance. I don't think it's going to happen, but given the circumstances. And,
I think he's going to be in Kang Dynasty.
Yeah, he'll be in those
Secret Wars. Yeah.
And that'll be his end.
I think Secret Wars might be his last movie.
I mean, you could say that you could kill off him, and you don't want to. Maybe he just goes off into the sunset and passes the torch. I
want to see him and Namor fight,
and Natalie Portman comes back.
Oh yeah, somehow,
because it would be kind of screwed up to kill Thor with now that he's a kid.
Yeah, they don't never kill Thor, but he can. He's not.
Well, no, he's not gonna. I mean, the movie established Valhalla, so like even if he
in the comics, she comes back from Valhalla.
Oh, yeah. Well, if he dies, he'll be with Jane.
Wait, that means Idris Elba can come back, right?
That's why they did that, because there's obviously going to be a way to come back.
You know how Endgame ends with Captain America and seeing Peggy again?
Yeah,
that's how Secret Wars is going to end, with Thor.
Thor going to Valhalla.
Boom. Yep. And being with Jane again.
Then Love lost another dad.
Yeah, but true. But I think she's going to be an adult by then.
But I think and you're going to see old.
She'll be fine.
Thor.
In a year, Jacob. In 2 years, she's going to be an adult.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing old Thor.
They're going to do old Thor, a version where Thor sees himself as an old man. He thinks it's Odin. And it's like not.
Like a Days of Future Past kind of thing,
right?
I would kind of want him. I wouldn't mind if he just plays Thor for like 20 more years.
That's what I'm saying. I think he
Odin.
might do that. I think he might actually do that.
And then he could just be what Anthony Hopkins was.
Yes. Honestly, yeah.
Why not?
So are we set?
Sure.
I'm hungry.
I'm good with this.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask
too, actually,
real quick the same question I asked you two. Keith, what are your overall thoughts about Phase 4 now that it's wrapped up?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to say earlier, it's tough because it got messed up, obviously, by COVID. They had to move so many things around.
And Bob Chapek.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
According to the consensus. So.
Well, just all the productions were weird because of, all the restrictions and all that stuff. So it's just it's an odd phase. It came together a little bit at the end, but I do think, like I said, all the shows are good to great, honestly. And like I said, if I could, other than Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, Wakanda Forever, I have all the shows ahead of the movies, to be honest. So the movies, we're kind of hit and miss, but I think all the shows were great. I think what they're doing with the television is very, very good. So
sweet.
Yeah, I look at this phase as kind of like the bubble season in the NBA, where like,
sure, yeah,
it was just like impacted by outside circumstances.
Yeah,
and I mean, just it's coming off of Phase 3. It's coming off of Infinity War and Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
We went from Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, and all of them to and Chadwick Boseman,
to a real life thing.
Yeah, to these other characters who, sure, they're established, but like, I don't know, because we've gotten so much good to great. It's you can tell when something's like not on the same level,
not
because
the same.
We're comparing it to Marvel. We're comparing Marvel to Marvel. So
right.
By the way, this is the multiverse saga. Where the hell's Morbius? It exists.
No, thank you.
Dead.
I mean, I haven't seen it. I'll never watch it.
I watched it.
I watched it.
I did too. I went to Best Buy today because every Black Friday is when I'm purged by all of my movies, and I literally have almost like every single comic book movie for the last like 15 years, and it was sitting there like $9.99. And I'm like, no,
You didn't buy it.
I'm not buying it. Like,
It's on Netflix. Did you watch it on Netflix?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Okay, same. Yeah, I actually didn't think it was the worst thing I've ever seen, but it was just boring. I didn't care.
I was sitting there going, please.
If we included that, we'd have to include Venom too, right?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
See,
God.
I mean, he was
refuse to watch
literally
that.
in an MCU movie, though.
Wait,
So-
Brian,
What?
do you have this movie?
That is the greatest movie of all time compared to Morbius.
But do you own it?
Yeah, no, I own it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I have one too. Gio gave me one.
I gotta get one.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't have one.
Gio
give
just
you
has
one.
like his whole closet. He has like 100 of them stacked up. in
Oh
there.
yeah,
It's like his
man.
inventory. Yeah.
Yeah.
Demont closes us out with Morbius. Trash.
Yeah, it's the
There we
worst
go.
movie ever.
Morbius is the Zach Wilson of.
Whoa.
Oh, the Zach
well,
Wilson.
That was fun. Ranking Phase 4. Dang, they had 16 projects. That's crazy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for joining us for this. We couldn't do it without you guys. We really, really appreciate it.
Keith, I got challenged to Nightcrawler.
Yes.
Yeah, I caught that. Right when I was pulling up to the house.
Jake
I heard that.
Gyllenhaal, yep.
Wow. Yeah, that movie's crazy. I can't wait to hear what you think about that.
Yes, I'm excited.
I'm like, because
You
Brian
might find
sometimes
you might be disturbed by it.
Brian
Oh,
surprises me with his responses. Like, I'm like, I don't. So I'm curious to see what
Yeah.
happens. We'll see.
If he talks
But-
crap about this, what does that say about Andor?
You're not gonna feel. Oh yeah. So isn't that Dan Gilroy, right?
Tony Gilroy and Dan Gilroy.
Or
both
Tony?
of them.
But did
Well, they're
Dan,
both
like,
involved
It's
in,
Tony Gilroy.
in Andor, right?
Yeah, both of them.
Which one directed Nightcrawler?
Dan.
Tony, I believe. Let me
Oh,
check.
it's Tony. Okay.
I want to make sure. Yeah, I think it was Tony.
I was curious which. Yeah, I heard you talking
But
about that.
doesn't Dan write?
Oh,
Andor,
Dan.
right?
I'm sorry. Wow. I'm
That's what I thought. It's Dan,
I'm
right? Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. It's Dan. Yeah.
Okay.
But Tony
But
Gilroy.
what we
was-
said still applies because he works on Andor too.
Sure. No, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's
Dan
going to do it for
Gilroy.
this episode of Apocaflix. Now we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I'll let the guys say where you can find them online. I'll start with you first, Gio.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter at Insider Geo. By the way, shout out to James Gunn. If you guys follow him on Twitter, he is all the scoopers.
Oh,
They're
he's
getting
slapping
put
them
in
all
their
around.
place.
Yeah.
He's slapping them all around. He's saying, "You guys
Wow.
don't know nothing." So follow
Yeah, he
James
is.
Gunn on Twitter, and I have my channel, Fandom United. I'm publishing my latest video right now. Quentin Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino says Marvel actors aren't movie stars, and I explain what he meant. Watch the video; it's 6 minutes. I break it down, so check it out. Fandom United.
Dang, that's a plug right there. Literally dropping a video right so the viewers can go watch it. Brian, where can they find you online, man? And do you have a video dropping right now?
No, I do not. My internet that can't handle the bandwidth. Be Volcano on Twitter, Instagram, and Hive. We're trying to make Hive a thing apparently now.
Yeah, I see that all over Twitter.
Go,
Yeah.
Gio, says Melissa.
It's basically backup
good.
Twitter. And a certain point of view. Sorry, forgot the name of the show. On Sundays. No, on Mondays. And check our Twitter. Jake and I are going to try to figure out how we're going to do Fandalorian tomorrow because both of us are flying to San Diego tomorrow. So check Twitter.
Well, I'm off this week, so maybe I can help out with that.
You're going to do the whole show by yourself?
Need be. I mean, I could.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we'll see.
I mean, I could join you if you push it later, but
I was gonna say, do it a little later. Yeah.
I still have to watch episode 5, and then
Jesus Christ.
these
5,
last
there's-
two. That
This is we're on 12.
Yeah, you're not catching up.
Yeah.
What is Luthen, right? Is his name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Such an amazing what he did in this last episode.
That
and
was. I actually screamed out loud. I went, "Oh my god!"
might be the greatest aerial action we've gotten in Star Wars.
Did he
new
do
era.
what Laura Dern did in The Last
No.
Jedi?
But
No.
something pretty cool.
He's got the Star Wars version of the Batmobile.
Just basically,
he does, Gio.
That's yes.
Okay. I
Essentially,
tonight,
and it's awesome.
Yes.
Keith, how about you, man?
Find me on Twitter at Keith Barnes 79. While Twitter's still here. Find me on my buddy Jacob Bartley and Barnes. Watch our last episode. We got a new episode coming up probably next week or so. We'll let you know. And every now and then you can see me, my buddy Gio on Fandom United. Of course, here every Tuesday on Apocaflix Now.
Awesome. And you can find me on Twitter at Jacob Bartley824. Of course, on here on Apocaflix Movies. And if you fantasy football season's wrapping up, you want to come check out me and Gabe, my buddy Gabe. We do fantasy football content on First Round Fantasy. We're doing our first in-person show this week. Thank you, Gio, for letting us host at your place. Don't worry, I'm going to bring you a gift.
Fandom United Studios.
And then, like Keith said, Bartley and Barnes. We're probably next week. We always do it the last week of the month, so you'll check us out there. And then also at Gio's house. So Gio said we have to pay him rent from now on.
So my small bill. No, just kidding.
Let's go ahead and do that. Don't forget to watch Gio's review of Dunkirk. It comes out tomorrow.
Yes.
So keep an eye out for the Fandalorian Club, and we'll see you next Tuesday on Apocaflix Now. Rest in peace to Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger.
Absolutely.
Gonna miss you, buddy. Take care.